Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It is Christian here. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today I thought I would go ahead and continue my holiday gift guide series. So I've already posted a video on skincare, some really great skincare sets that I think would make really great gifts. So today we're going to be continuing that series, but we're going to be talking about some really great brush sets. Some brush sets that I think that anybody would be really happy to have, no matter your budget. I think that these would make really great sets. I have a couple of more of these gift guides left, so I just thought that doing a gift guide separated out like this would be a little bit more fun, so that way I can give you a little bit more variety and show you several different options that come in each different category, as opposed to picking maybe like one of my favorites. This is I'm kind of taking every single price point. We have things as low as 30 bucks in here that go all the way up to $110, and we just have a full range of different brush sets. So if you are in the market for a new brush set for Christmas or whatever holiday it is that you will be celebrating, or if you're looking to give a nice gift set to somebody who is really into makeup, I think I have either 5 or 6 different sets in this particular video. To my knowledge, as I'm filming this, all of these products are still available. If they are not available by the time that this video goes up, I will link similar products down in the description box below. If you're trying to figure out what is going to be the best brush set to get somebody for the holiday season, then you are definitely in the right place, and you are for sure going to want to go ahead and keep on watching. But before I get into the video, I just want to say that if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you do not mind going ahead and hitting the subscribe button down below, subscribing to my channel, you know the drill. It just means that you don't miss any future uploads. Hit that notification bell as well, because we are deep into the holiday season. We've got, what, 2 weeks until Christmas? And I am so excited. I cannot wait. If you are not new to my channel, welcome back. And yeah, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. The first brush set that I want to go ahead and mention is by Wet n Wild. This does retail for $30, and I did pick mine up at Walgreens. And I'm pretty sure you can pick this up on the Wet n Wild website as well. I did check this on Sunday, this past Sunday, which was a couple of days ago, and it was still available on their website the last time I checked. So I thought that I would go ahead and throw this in this particular video, because for 30 bucks, you do get 10 brushes, and they are actually really great brushes. I have actually been enjoying them quite a lot. I do have a full dedicated video on these brushes on my channel, kind of talking about them and giving a nice little review and breakdown on what I actually think about them. And it comes with, like I mentioned, 10 different brushes. You get face brushes, you get eye brushes, you get foundation, powder, contour, you get a concealer brush, you get a couple of blending brushes, all over shader brushes. I think that this is a really great kit to get somebody, no matter what their skill level is, no matter how many brushes they have in their collection, or even if this is going to be their first brush set ever. I think that this is a really great gift to give. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you the brushes. I'm so sorry they're dirty. I was not planning on filming this particular video today, but the fact that they're dirty shows you that I actually do use them and have really been enjoying them. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, I don't know if you guys have seen, but I'm sure you have. You guys, you're makeup lovers. The promo pictures for those new Kylie Cosmetic brushes that are gonna retail for $360. I mean, we're just gonna put it out there. And again, I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail because I already have an entire dedicated video to these, but my favorite brush in this set, one of my favorite brushes, is actually the highlighting brush. I use this brush. I've been using it every single day. It's the highlighting brush that I did use today. It has a concealer brush, which I'm not the hugest fan of, but you can see I have used it. I do play with it. It has a couple of eyeshadow brushes as well, which I have been reaching for a ton. You get your foundation brush, which I didn't think, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been using it as much lately, because I'm gonna show you another brush set where I've really been loving the brushes, and that's the foundation brush I've been reaching for more. But it does have a foundation brush in here, and surprisingly, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it's actually pretty decent. You get a powder brush. You get this is a shader brush, like for underneath the lower lash line if you want to blow out the color. This is a contouring brush, or like more of like a chisel style brush. This can also be used as a contouring brush as well, depending on how structured of a contour you want to go for. You can also use this for under eye setting powder. And then I also use this as a powder brush as well. If I want to get like a little bit more powder in certain areas where I tend to get a little bit more oily, this is going to pack the powder on a little bit better. And I think that they call this one the precision powder brush, whereas this guy is going to be a little bit more fluffy and give you just an all over dusting. This is going to really set everything into place, and this is really good if you want to use like a powder that's really good for like mattifying or kind of helping conceal pores. You can kind of just really press it in, and this gets the job done really well. I actually really do enjoy this set. I have been using it since I did that last video. It wasn't one of those things where I was like, let me do a review for you guys so you can just see what's out there and then I'm never going to actually touch the products again. No, I have been using this since I got it, and I would highly recommend picking this up for anybody, any makeup lover on your list, or even yourself if you're in the market for some new brushes. The next set that I want to mention is one by Tarte. This guy retailed for $44. I picked this one up at Sephora, and they also have a Macy's exclusive. Now I do think, because I just checked on Sephora's website right now, they don't have this set on Sephora anymore, but the one from Macy's appears to be pretty much identical. I think one of the brushes might be different from Macy's, but it's a very comparable, very comparable set. And I would definitely recommend getting your hands on any Tarte holiday brushes, except for they released, and I returned that already, because I got those in the mail. If you watched my wish list, I talked about a set of Tarte brushes that retailed for $39 and was all eye brushes. And I talked about how excited I was because I don't really have a lot of Tarte eye brushes, but I have a ton of their face brushes. When I got that in the mail, I was so disappointed. It was small, they looked a little cheapy, they looked a little flimsy. I actually returned that without even using them. So that brush that I would probably pass over, but most of Tarte's face brushes are knock it out of the park good, and the holiday brushes are great values. The brushes are always high quality. They last a really long time. I think I've been buying the Tarte holiday brush sets for the last 3 years, and I use them pretty consistently, and I've never had issues. They don't shed, they don't break apart, they don't fall apart, and they're just quality brushes. I prefer this set to last year's because I want to say, I can't remember if it was last year's or the year before, but I think it was last year's. They were double-sided, so I don't reach for those as much because I don't really like double-sided brushes. I bought it because I love Tarte brushes so much, but I use them, mostly the foundation brushes. Tarte makes some of my favorite foundation brushes, but let me go ahead and open it up for you. This is called the Artful Accessories, and like I mentioned, this particular one is sold out, so I will link the Macy's one down below. And Macy's was also, again, I'll have to verify, but when I went on their website, I want to say 2 days ago, they were still running the 15% off, I think, like friends and family, so you might be able to get 15% off of this. I'll check to see if this is still available on Tarte's website as well, anywhere else where Tarte is sold. I don't believe that this particular set was sold at Ulta. I don't think it was. And again, it retailed for $44, and it comes with 5 different brushes, and the value of this was $144. And again, it comes with 5 different full-size brushes, and you can see these are dirty as well. My bad, I'm sorry, because I have been using them. So my brush, and I mentioned it in, I can't remember what video I mentioned it is, but this is the brush I've been using a ton. This is the foundation brush I have really been liking. I really do like more densely packed, more kabuki style brushes for foundation. I've been kind of into the Beauty Blender again lately, but when I got this brush, I fell back in love with using brushes for my foundation. The brushes are super soft, they blend really easy, they don't feel cheapy, they're not super heavy, but they have a decent amount of weight to them to where you can tell, because you know sometimes with holiday releases and holiday collections, they kind of cheap out on their products, but I never feel that way about Tarte brushes. I never feel like Tarte cheaps out on their holiday brushes, so you get 3 face brushes, and then you get 2 eyeshadow brushes, and you get, like I mentioned, like a round top kabuki style brush. This is the only brush that I probably wouldn't use. Maybe I would use it for concealer. Well, I should say this is the only brush I haven't used. It's one of those like paddle style foundation brush that makeup artists tend to use, but I'm not the hugest fan of these particular brushes. I think it would be pretty good for, you know, setting the under eye or blending out concealer, but I haven't necessarily tried this one out. This one you can use for like setting powder, similar to the Wet n Wild brush I just mentioned. It would be really good for that. You can also use this for like a light bronzing, or you can also use it for like a contour. It won't give you like a super structured contour, but you can definitely get into the hollows of your cheekbones with this brush pretty well. Get a standard fluffy blending brush, and then you get an all over, what I would call like a shader brush. So definitely some really great products. This, unlike the Wet n Wild brush set, isn't gonna get it done for you. So like you would need at least maybe 2 more eye brushes, and there's no blush brush in this particular set. So this is something that I would give somebody who already has a few makeup brushes, but they're looking to expand, they're looking to get some more higher quality brushes as well. That's where this particular brush set would come into play, in my opinion. The next brush set that I wanted to go ahead and mention, and Sephora brushes are some of my absolute favorite brushes. This guy retailed for $39, and it comes with 5 brushes. This is their Smoky Eyes brush set, and they have several. I will link them all down below if they're all still available. They have a Smoky Eye set, there's another eye set, then they have a contour set, and then I think they have a face brush set as well. I would recommend any of them because, again, if you've been on my channel for any length of time, you've heard me talk about Sephora brushes being some of my absolute favorite brushes. I tend to prefer the Pro line to the standard Sephora range, but they're still really great. And again, this is the Smoky Eyes Uncomplicated brush set for $39. And these brushes are all full size. The Tarte brush set that I returned originally that I was speaking about a couple minutes ago, they weren't quite full size. They were small. They didn't look, the bristles didn't really look that great on them. And that's why I returned that. Whereas these are soft. I've taken them out and I've played with them, but for this video, I kind of put them back into place. So again, this is the Smoky Eye set. The reason why originally I was going to purchase the other set, and again, I will link that one down below, but I went with this one because I do have hooded eyes. I don't have a lot of crease space, and I love blush brushes like this. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see. Like a pointed crease brush. These are some of my favorite brushes to use in my particular crease, and it's going to give you like perfect precision. And I have another Sephora brush. I should have gotten the ones that come in the regular set. I should have pulled those out. Had I thought about it, I would have. But there is another Sephora brush. I can't remember the name. I'll try to link it down below if I can find it in my collection. And it's one of my favorites. It's the MAC 221 is one of my favorite brushes ever because it's small and it fits into the crease perfectly. But the MAC 221 is more of like a small blending brush. This one is going to blend your shadow, but it's also going to give you a lot of precision. I love brushes like this. And then of course you have your standard, which most brush sets are going to come with. You have your standard fluffy crease brush. That's exactly what it's called, the fluffy crease brush. And these are just staple brushes. You cannot complete an eye look without a brush like this. So that's why most eyeshadow sets come with brushes like this. The Tarte brush set has it. The Wet n Wild brush set has it. This is just one of those staple brushes that you just really truly need. Then you have your angle liner brush. This is the only brush that I personally probably would not use because I never do eyeliner. It is rare. I want to say that the last time I did a winged eyeliner was holiday of last year. So maybe it's about time that I bust out a winged eyeliner soon. But this is going to be perfect for a winged eyeliner. It's going to be thin enough. It's not too flimsy to where you can't get the perfect amount of precision. And I actually might try, it might be a little too long for brows, but I actually might try this in the brows. Again, this is going to be a set that you can complete an entire eye look with. So if you have a lot of face brushes, maybe you're lacking on eyeshadow brushes, this would be a great set. Then you have the medium shadow brush, and then you have the smudger brush. And again, the smudger brush is going to be great for getting that detail underneath your lower lash line. These are staple brushes. I love having brushes like this. Super small, super precise, so you can really get in that lower lash line. I'll even use a brush like this. You know that I don't too often wear eyeliner, even on my waterline, my tight line. I don't do that very often. I have very watery eyes and I wear contacts. But if I do decide to wear eyeliner, I'll take a brush like this and a powder. And this brush is like the perfect size to get on your waterline and set that liner into place. I like using brushes like this for that. And then this is the medium shadow brush. So this is going to be similar to, this is going to be a brush that you can use to pack color on the lid. And again, all very staple, very good eyeshadow brushes. And it also comes with a carrying case for travel if you're a professional makeup artist, or if you're just doing, if you're traveling, if you're going on a holiday, you can use this so your brushes stay really nice and put together. And you also get a how-to guide on here as well. And this feels pretty nice quality. Like I think that this is gonna last. Like it doesn't feel cheaply made. If I was in the market for brushes and somebody handed me this for Christmas, I would be thoroughly pleased and excited to receive this. So I'm gonna be honest, these brushes I have not personally tried yet, but I was at Macy's and I saw this set and I thought it was a really great set and I thought it was a really great value and I thought that I would mention it. This is this Smashbox multi-use brush set and it comes with 5 full-size brushes plus a brush roll. It retails for $39 and it has a $128 value. The reason why I got excited about this particular set is because Smashbox just recently redid all of their brushes and they came out with the full range of brushes, like from eyes to face to cheek, like everything. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about those brushes and how they're actually really great. I thought it would be a really great way to try out some of Smashbox's new brushes, and I'm assuming that these are the new brushes. I hope they are, because that's the main reason why I picked it up. And again, like per usual, you get a variety of face brushes and eye brushes, and $39 was a really great value. And the brushes that you get in here are a foundation brush, a full coverage shadow brush, a contour shadow brush, a multitasking detail brush, and a fan brush. And I actually had a Smashbox fan brush, and I used to love that brush, but I cannot find it anymore. I don't think I have a fan brush in my collection anymore because the Smashbox fan brush used to be the one that I would use, and I don't know what happened to it. This is what it looks like. So this is going to be something great for especially somebody younger getting into makeup because it's a little more fun, it's a little more playful. And let's go ahead and open it up. So you get a set of stickers in here as well, and you get a really nice, I think that the Sephora brush holder feels a little bit nicer, but you get the brush roll in here as well. It's Velcroed. And then actually this is nice once I open it up. Like the outside I don't like the feeling as much, but the inside is actually pretty nice. And you open it up, and this is where you can store all of your different brushes. I think it's really cute. This is cute. Like this is something that I would get somebody like, I don't know, maybe 15, maybe like 15 to 20, whatever. I mean, I'm older than 20 and I picked it up and I'm gonna use it. And I think they're cute. Let's go ahead and open. They come pre-packaged, and like I mentioned, I have not tried these yet, so I cannot speak to the quality of it, but I just thought that it would be, I just saw it in store and I thought it was a really great set. So let's go ahead and open these up. They look nice, they feel pretty nice. I'm kind of looking at these and thinking maybe I should save these for a giveaway. These are packaged really nice. Like your brushes are gonna be super secure in here. That feels nice. These brushes feel nice. So, and I like how well they're packaged. This is the 5 brushes that you get in here. So we have the foundation brush, we have the fan brush, we have this is the multitasking detailing brush. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this is the contouring brush, what was it called? The full coverage, the contouring shadow brush. This is the full coverage shadow brush. I probably wouldn't use this brush very often. I guess if you're wanting, this brush would be great if you're wanting to do like a cut crease, but I don't, because it looks like it has the right amount of precision to do something like a cut crease. This foundation brush to me looks like it's going to be better for creams than liquids in my personal opinion. It looks like it's a little bit of a duo fiber brush, and it feels like it would buff foundation into the skin pretty well. And I also think that this brush would be really great for like a cream contour. I think that's what I would probably use it for, cream contour. And then you have your eyeshadow brushes. They are a little bit firm. They're not as soft as some of the other ones. You definitely couldn't get a full look with this particular set either. The only one that you can get a full complete look with is the Wet n Wild brush set and the brush set that I'm going to show you next. But if I had to choose, I would go with even though this one is a little bit cheaper than the Tarte one, I feel like the Tarte brush set is a little bit better. I'm excited about the fan brush. The fan brush definitely feels really nice. And I don't think I have a foundation brush quite like this either, so I definitely want to test this out. I probably will be using these brushes in a full face of first impressions because I do have one of those planned soon. That's actually what I was planning on filming this morning, but time got away from me a little bit. And then the last brush set that I'm going to show, the Granddaddy, the one that if you gave this to somebody, they would love you forever and all eternity, and they would just think of the world of you. This is the Sephora set, and when I saw this is the Sephora set, the Building My Portfolio set. It retails for $110. It is a $285 value and has now gone on sale or clearance or whatever for $75. Now this is the set that you want to give somebody who is interested in becoming a professional makeup artist, somebody who doesn't have any brushes, that's just starting out in makeup. This is the set that you want to get for them, but only if they're like gonna take makeup seriously, because I'm not trying to spend $110 on anybody and then them be like, oh, you know what, I changed my mind, I'm just gonna, you know, throw on a little lip gloss today. This is for somebody who is going to be like dedicated to makeup. So this is definitely somebody I would give like a professional makeup artist, like, or somebody, an aspiring professional makeup artist. They would appreciate it to the moon and back. It comes with 12 brushes, face and eye brushes. Let me see, I didn't check. You get 5 face brushes, you get a brow brush, and then the rest are eye brushes, and that is perfect. You can definitely create an entire look with this. Wet n Wild, you get 10 for $30. This you get 12 for now $75. So, and then you get a brush kit in here as well, or a brush, what are these called? A brush holder or a brush roll or whatever. So brush rolls those are kind of popular. So let's open this guy up. And the presentation of this is really nice. The packaging is really pretty. It's like a purple holographic type situation. And it opens up, so it's already wrapped for you. And you open it up and you get the brushes in here. You have your, oh, I didn't even realize, oh, it has a fan brush. So now I have 2. So even though I opened the Smashbox brushes, I might still put those in a giveaway. I didn't use them, I just touched them. So we'll see though. So you get your eye brushes on top. And again, these are full-size brushes. So this cart comes out right here. And even if you wanted, you can actually split this into 2 different gifts if you kind of wanted to. And then you get the face brushes down at the bottom. And then you get, oh, and this box is something that you could reuse. This is a reusable box here. This is a nice box. And then you get a really nice, what are they called? Like a brush portfolio. This is, okay, this is nice. Yeah, this is something you want to get for a professional makeup artist. I know I've said that like 3 times, but this is nice. Like if you, or you know, if somebody that you know who is going to wanting to get into the Instagram makeup or wanting to make YouTube videos, this is something that they would appreciate so much. And they could store all of their brushes in here. They can leave it on top of their vanity or wherever it is that they're doing their makeup. It has space if you wanted to put some beauty blenders, if you wanted to put some makeup products in here. It would have to, or maybe like a couple of little eyeshadow palettes or loose eyeshadows. This is nice. This is really great. This is definitely like a pro type set. And let me tell you, I'm gonna read off of the back of the brush. So I'm gonna show you here. Let me pull these out. And one thing I do like, Sephora has all of the different names on the brushes. I don't think any of the other kits have the actual names of the brushes on them. So I'm gonna go through this really quickly because this video has turned into a lot longer than I was anticipating. You get a powder brush, and Sephora brushes, some of my favorite brushes from Sephora actually are powder brushes. I have a lot of Sephora eye brushes. I don't have as many face brushes, so I'm super excited about this. We also have the angled blush brush, which I don't typically use brushes like this very often. If I do, it's going to be more for like a contour than it would be for blush, but super excited. We get the, I guess I'm going to have to give it a shot. I'm going to have to try to use this for foundation. You get like that classic foundation brush, the more paddle style. And then you get, oh, this is like one of my favorite Sephora brushes. Let me grab it. Let me see, I think it might be close. No, this isn't the one. I have another Sephora brush that's very similar to this. This is soft. So you get a pro contouring brush. Then let's go ahead and pull out the eye brushes. And then I'm gonna leave this guy in here. It's called the Brow Combo and Spoolie. So that's what this guy is right here. And then let's go ahead and talk about the rest of the brushes. So the next brush you get in this set is a fan brush, which feels nice. You get, I like the shape of this brush. This is going to be something that's going to be really nice for carving out the crease. This is it's a concealer brush, but I think I would use it, like I mentioned, to carve out my crease, carve out the brow. Or this is a little small for concealer for me, but maybe if you want to get in the inner corner to get a little bit of concealer, even cream contour your nose a little bit, this might be great for that. You get another angled liner brush, which again, I don't use too often. I think a couple of these brushes might be repeats. You get an eyeshadow brush, which is going to be like for all over packing. You get the smudge brush again, which we've already talked about. Yes, I might return that other set because I think these are too similar. And I didn't think about that when I picked both of these up. You get a shader brush, which again is going to be kind of like a MAC 242. And this is nice. You can never have too many of the MAC 242 style brushes for all over lid shades. And is this another? Yes, this is like my favorite brush. This is the crease brush. I love this brush. And it looks identical. It's very similar to a MAC 221, a little bit larger though. And if I can remember the number of the Sephora one that I'm always talking about, I'll link that down below as well. So of course that, in my opinion, is the absolute best brush set. Of course there's more. You can always buy a lot more high end. Of course there's Morphe, there's Sigma, there's so many different brush sets that you can purchase, but I was really trying to focus on holiday exclusive brush sets. Because you can buy Morphe brush sets year round, you can buy Sigma gift sets year round, like the Natasha Denona, Wayne Gloss, like that, those kind of brush sets, you can buy all the time. So I definitely wanted to keep it exclusive to holiday limited edition brush sets that you might not be able to grab in a couple of weeks because they're going to be sold out, and once they're gone forever. So yeah, you guys, I really hope that you did enjoy this video. Those are all of the different brush sets that I did want to go ahead and talk about today. I'm super excited to play with those, test those out, and I can't wait. This is awesome. So yeah, you guys, let me know down below if you're interested in picking up any brush sets. Did I help you maybe decide to get a gift for somebody else who is also a makeup lover, makeup enthusiast? Did you purchase any of these brush sets for yourself? If you did, let me know which ones, and if you've tried any of the ones, maybe like the Smashbox brush set that I haven't tried yet, let people know down in the comments below what you personally think about them. And yeah, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. My next gift guide video, like I mentioned, will be the lippies. I have it already ready to go. I just gotta sit in front of the camera and film it. I actually might film that one today if I have time. And yeah, you guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.